class, I wanted to do a quick explanation of the second question in your homework assignment for week 2, which had to do with planning a trip to the desert. And your travel agent says, oh, don't worry, it won't be dry because the daily relative humidity in the desert reaches 90% every day. And the question was, could this possibly be true? And the answer is yes, because at nighttime, the relative humidity in the desert can reach 90%. So here I brought us to the Weather Underground site looking at weather history for Moab, Utah. So we know Moab is in the desert, and what I've got here is we're looking at the month of May of this year, 2014, and I'm just going to scroll down. You can see here are max and min, average max temperature, average min temperature, and then the dew point temperature, which is one of the things that is pretty important. And the average dew point temperature for May in Moab is 27 degrees Fahrenheit. And so that means what we need to do is to cool the air to 27 degrees Fahrenheit to reach saturation. So let's scroll down to the actual weather history here. I'm going to make this a little bigger so we can see it better. There we go. So this is May 1st through May 31st, and we have temperature in degrees Fahrenheit in red, dew point in degrees Fahrenheit on the left side over here, and the green line. And notice there are actually some days, so here in the night of May 11th, the nighttime temperature actually reached the dew point temperature. So that means the relative humidity was 100%. And again, here on the night of May 23rd, early morning May 24th, and again on the 26th. So basically, if this red line is getting down close to the green line, we're getting closer to saturation, and the relative humidity is going up and getting closer to 100%. So it is possible, if you had cold nights in the desert, which we can have really cold nights in the desert, that temperature can get close enough to the dew point temperature and the relative humidity could be high. Also on the Weather Underground website for Moab, Utah, we can scroll down and get a daily weather history and observation table. I've pulled up the table for February 2014, so this is this past winter. We have February 1st, and it goes down through the month. We have temperature in degrees Fahrenheit, dew point in degrees Fahrenheit, and relative humidity as a percentage. And notice that the high relative humidity was 100%, 88, 92, 100, 84, 84, 85, 82. And if I scroll down, we can see here's that humidity column. It really is hardly below 80%. Oh, now we get a few days, 70, 75, 50, 63. So here's a great example of a couple of weeks in the desert in Moab when, yes, daily, they did hit a relative humidity of around 80 to 100%. At the nighttime again when the temperature is low. If you have questions about this, please send me an email and let me know.